Hello, everybody. It is that time of the week. It is your illustrious hosts, Dragon's Fury, as you can see the name right here, and Inferno Drake, as you can see the name right here.
Hi everyone, hope you all been having a good week.
And if not, we hope this episode helps, and if it doesn't, not our fault. So, we're just gonna pop right into it because we are recording later than usual due to the shenanigans that is my daily life.
That's life.
Um, it's going to be ranked, hot takes, cold takes, sort of takes, whatever. So there, especially obviously like league being the main thing that we talk about because that's like a big game that we played and have spent money and a lot of time in.
All the money.
There has been a big change that has happened recently,
Oh,
and so I would like to get your thoughts on it, and then overall ranked ranked setups in general. So
yeah.
the big thing is that the Apex tier has been reset. And for the uninitiated, the Apex tiers are everything from Masters up.
Yeah, it's a challenger.
Yeah. So you got Master, Grandmaster, and Challenger. All have been reset. Ba, 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 ba. So essentially, they were trying to basically fix the disparity in LP gains and losses, where it was like some people are getting like a stupid amount of them, and then other people are not, and it was the climbings or whatever. Very much of a pain point for most people who play ranked of any kind, especially League, is
And
that
especially if you're on the low elo.
yeah, that, but we'll get there. Um, and so they've been hard reset, so everybody has been zeroed out.
Oh, really?
So yes, so because they're okay, so this is what they said. This is what they have as the why a hard reset. When we surveyed groups of Apex players in the affected regions, which is just all the people that play,
Yeah.
the thing we heard the most was that they wanted us to prioritize ranked ladder integrity over all else, even if that meant feeling a medium term drop in matchmaking quality. A hard reset means everyone starts from the same place at Master 0 LP. So, boom.
Okay.
Just that is the same. Nothing in the current ladder will be preserved, and it puts everyone on an equal playing field at the cost of fairer games. So, no matter where you were, Master or higher, everyone got booped back to Master flat 0.
Yeah. So it's what, Master 4-0? Is that the low end of Master? Because I know
I
five's gone.
I believe so. I believe it's
Okay.
I believe that's where it is, or one of, or Master 1. I don't know where they put them in Master. It doesn't specify specifically.
Just somewhere
It's
in
just
Master.
everyone is now in Master.
Got it.
And then let's see here. Next, they said, because there will be no memory of previous ranks in matchmaking, you may see yourself in some wonky matchups. For example, you could have 5x challengers versus 5x masters, and that would be considered a fairer game in the system. This will be a known short-term trade-off, as the state of the ladder will take several months to shake out post-reset. Essentially, all the people who are, better will get back to where they're matched up with the same people versus the mix and matches. So, like, things are getting weird. So, the thing about this is that allegedly it went past Master, that Emerald got grabbed as well, allegedly.
Oh, really?
And that was off of another channel that I watched. They were talking about it, and that it seems like they were getting Emerald players as well. And
Well, I mean, I guess they are kind of close to that rank, so.
right, so that's what I'm saying. I don't know if it was like Master 0, that's what and that's why people are getting, Emerald individuals.
Yeah,
Don't know.
It has to be the low end of Master if Emerald's getting caught in the crossfire.
So the
There's a guy there close enough. Let's pull him in.
that's kind of saying. And then you have like the rank rewards, and they have like what they're moving forwards and whatnot. So the question that was posed, obviously, like for people who are in higher elo, they were probably a part of the survey in the first place, but the question to an outside observer from low elo
Yeah. Hello.
What would you say? Because another question I was posed in this other stream that I was watching was that, do you think it should have been everybody? Should have been like a similar reset like what Apex does? And this is how we're gonna like bridge into other games with like their rank systems.
I don't think it should have been everyone, only because, unlike Apex, like you could technically carry an entire game by your, like you can carry by yourself in Apex easily if you have the skill. Whereas in League, it's like you can try to carry, but if your team sucks, you ain't gonna be able to carry. So it's like I feel like having like resetting those of a similar like skill set is a good way to go about it, because that way you're already playing with people with a similar skill mindset, and those that will climb will climb. Those that don't, they'll just stay where they are. Because I feel like the issue with low elo is that there's so many wild cards in there. It's kind of hard to like make that work properly. Now, if you want to go with the argument of like where they do, because I'm trying to remember how many ranks are, because it's it's Challenger, Grandmaster, and Master, right? Those are the top three?
Yes.
So, like, if they want, like, one thing that maybe they could have tried doing is, like, reset them in threes. So it's like you do the Master, Grandmaster, Challenger, Emerald, Gold, and Silver, and, like, Bronze and Iron, you just leave alone.
Okay.
It's like, so that way it's like you're technically resetting those of a similar skill set at the same levels. That way people that will climb can climb with those that are similar skill sets.
Okay. So in that, then I pose the question, how do you believe about the effects, and how do you think it should be fixed, of the MMR problem?
Oh, that's a can of worms.
That is a can of worms. So, sidebar. For, again, the uninitiated. So, MMR is the invisible number that is telling the system what you, like, where you are relative to everybody else trying to queue in the same thing. So, a simple way of thinking it is everyone's allotted a number. So, say you get, let's just work with 1 through 10, right? So, numbers, let's do it like, poker, high and low, right? So like 1 through 7 is a set. Those guys are going to get matched up, right? And then you have 7 through the faces. Those get matched up. Yeah. Typically, you would be fine, right? Like, so you was like, those are similar numbers. Those are similar numbers over here. You'd be matched. Respectively speaking, those people with those numbers would be relatively close to skill, like you said, to you, and vice versa. But here is the problem that at least I see from the understanding of it, is that it is counterintuitive to what happens. So if, for example, you are allotted a high number, if you are in a rank that is lower, so say you are being matched with the lower numbers, you would then get more, LP, like, as a thing, because you're not where you're supposed to be. Cool, right? It's trying to get you back to where it's supposed to be. Here's the problem. It tries to do that also in the reverse. If it believes that you are being placed higher than what your relative value has been placed, it will make it so that you cannot climb.
Yeah.
And then this is where the pain point comes. What is that? What is affecting that value, right? And layman's terms of like kind of went of, understanding, because I know there's way more, because it's a whole like math thing in regards to like, computer language. But in layman's terms, essentially it's just wins and losses. But there's no specific way to know what's actually affecting your MMR. And I say this because when we had started up ranked before, we had been winning all of our like normal games because we were playing together and we were dominating together because like we have a strong synergy between the four of us.
Yeah.
And so we had a lot of wins on our belt. So when we started ranked, we got matched with like golds and higher, right? And then we got kicked where we fucking belong because it was just the fact that it was like, if we played together, we are high elo.
Yeah.
Esque. I would say like mid.
Solo or duo.
Low, high elo, right? But individually, we're silver average, right? Yeah. So that was the thing. And so
silver one, I was so close one season.
and the thing about it is it's just like, okay, so if we together play at a higher level, cool. But solo, we're around here. But because we cannot maintain that ourselves, like you said, it's hard to carry in the game. You're basically going against, what was it? Because there's nine, right? You're going against 9 other people. Ideally, well, because I wanted to see if I wanted to give like a point to the game itself, because the game itself is trying to get rid of you.
Yeah, true.
So it
1v10, 1v10.
1v10, right? Like you have to, and I say that because of like, you know, the higher elo mechanics that like they understand greatly, you know, like wave management, the timers for like being like the roll timers of like roaming, and then like when you should go for objectives, when you shouldn't go for objectives, which objectives are more worth it. The whole system of like, oh, when is actually a good time to attack the tower because its defenses have been dropped, versus, oh, if you do it too soon, you're actually losing less value. Like the game itself is your op. And so you have to understand all of these things alone just to progress in your one area. And then now you got, you know, the 9 other fuckers, 5 of which are the ones who are trying to keep you from getting anywhere. But you have a possibility of the other 4 who are supposed to be helping you succeed be the reason why you don't succeed, right? And so like now I'm taking all these major L's where you feel like you shouldn't be. So that leads me into Wild Rift.
Now,
right?
Okay, before Wild Rift though, I am curious, which role, because this is gonna open a can of worms, which role do you think causes the loss of more games?
I say carry.
ADC?
I say ADC.
All right.
Because ADCs, one, are built to need support, right? Mm-hmm. So if you choose to not work with your support or change your pattern, because again, everyone's an op. If for whatever reason your support is and I mean truly not helping you, not a means of bad synergy, truly not helping you. Like, motherfucker's not there.
Like, they're not living by their name of a support.
Yeah, which is supposed to be attached to your ass, right? As the carry. Yeah. Like, that's where bot lane support's supposed to support you, right? It's evolved because of the nature of League, and we've talked about this in previous episodes, where it's like, support is kind of like a semantics thing, where it's like, okay, support who, right? That's the underlying question. Support who? Support everybody? Support this one person? I think the priority should be the one person that you're in lane with, and then move to everyone else when everyone is now, you know, grouped together, when you're doing the team fights, when you're doing the objective. Okay, help everyone in the area.
Because since we're both support mains, like, we understand the mentality is we need to make sure our ADC, whoever they are, gets at least somewhat ahead or even with the opposing laner, and by mid to late game, we need to be there for the entire team.
Yeah, and half the time, I'm worse. I will abandon the whole ass team to keep my idiot alive, because that's my priority one, right? Everyone else, cool. Which is why I play Soraka, because three fights happening, elsewhere away from me, boom. There's my
Yeah.
contribution to you, right? If you can't
Praise be the banana.
if you can't pull your 1v1 or your 2v2s off after getting a burst amount of health back, or and especially because her ult cleanses
you
too,
probably should not have chosen that op.
then you probably shouldn't have chosen that fight. Whatever circumstances of explaining of what happened with that, right? And so it's very much that's the thing, because there is this sense of entitlement from everyone else of you as the support if it's not meant to be to the team, right? So counter to like a similarity in like the support the team is Overwatch, right?
Oh god, yeah.
You don't have a dedicated person. Me personally, tank, right? That's your wall of protection. That's what keeps you safe.
A wall of meat.
And especially since a lot of the like subclasses don't allow you to heal unless like certain conditions, because it's like medic, you can heal for healing other people. That's like the strongest one. Then you have the one where you get your health regeneration started by doing your movement speed, your movement abilities, and so it'll kick your regeneration in, and that's kind of like how you self heal. And then you have your ones where it's like it's just enhanced ult charge, like you get more of that, right? So that support still needs to be supported by the other ones who can heal themselves, because they can't heal themselves. So that's a can of worms in of itself. But fundamentally, the other four you're actively trying to keep alive, right? Like you're keeping the health up on them. You're trying to get, if you have a means to, like Ana with the sleep dart, you can disengage a fight of someone, or you have like Life Weaver who can pull people out of it. You have Musicy who basically can pop up the CC immunity like area, so like you can really like work with stuff. So it's always team fights thing. So it's like late game league all the time, right?
Yeah.
So cool. Big thing like predecessor. It's called duo. It's not even called it's called duo lane. Like, so it's carry and support and your support in duo. So it's you two versus everybody else. And so to be, when I see supports leaving their carry that isn't like
ready,
like not no, astronomically ahead, right? Like into the stratosphere, where they can fight anybody and anything that gets too close. Fine, they don't need you.
Or at least have a good way to get out.
They don't need you. But even if they do have a good way to get out, that means they can't fight if they're on the back foot, right? You need to be there. You need to be on them. Realistically, you two are moving together into other positions for like the objectives, or like a team fight, or like giving up backup if someone is actively, because like with predecessor, it's less of like, hey, you need to watch where your laner is. Like, yes, watch where your laner is, but the more reality of it is like, if you're doing your part, you'll see the motherfucker coming, right? We have shared vision in predecessor. You can see that the mid laner can't see the mid laner anymore.
It's like, where are they?
Which means they're somewhere. You need to be on alert. You visually can see that, like, on your HUD. So there's really no excuse for, like, if they jump you, for not knowing that's what was going to happen. Because it's like, hey, you're winning lane. You're at their turret. Your back's wide open. Oh no, the jungler and mid laners are here. What'd you expect? Like, you've proven that you've beaten the two people normally, so it's going to take other people to come and fight you. Maybe leave. Maybe leave sooner. Like,
oh, jeez, yeah, right? Just like, please do not be caught with your pants down.
Right, like, come on, right? Now, in League, it's a lot harder to have that same, like, thing, because the culture of surveillance is different, right? More people are trying to get rid of vision, than not. Like, so predecessor, you have vision or whatever. There's very rare anybody who's actively scanning for it. The jungler might scan, but it's kind of like having wards is better because it's like, cool. They saw me coming. All right, they backed off. That's still good because now the pressure has changed, right? But not having the ability to leave, say if you're invading, oh, let me drop a ward in here, right? Now I know when they're running around in that side. But if I had like the sweeper to like get rid of stuff, right? The culture for vision is very different between the games. So with League, it's very heavy, and so because it's a strong thing of knowing where people are, and especially with the Fey lights and all of that, a lot more people are trying to actively clear out vision, and so if everyone's doing what they're supposed to be doing, the fucking map's dark because everyone's used their wards.
I can't see.
Everyone's found the enemy team's wards, and shit's just dark.
It's just Nocturne's ult.
Which, it's like pure cinema. Like it's just it's dark like the movie theater. So there's all these things of like going through, and it, we're saying. So getting back to the actual topic, the other well, let me put that back because apparently my light go away. There we go.
I was about to say hello.
The ranked systems that have been in place amongst the games. So obviously you have League where it's like, okay, you have a value that you're going to gain, you have a value that you're going to lose that alternates depending on your MMR changes, blah blah blah, etc. Then you have Wild Rift, which is a 1-for-1 system of goal. So depending on what your rank is, your goal is to win so many times in a row, and then you'll rank up. And I think it's like three wins in a row to get through until you hit platinum, and then platinum it's 4 per onward.
Okay.
Well, technically 5, because you got to get 4 wins to fill up your crest, and then you have to win one more time to get over to the next one. So yeah, it's 5. But the point of the matter is, like, I win.
The higher I'm over the here. Rank is, the
more wins you got to go to get out of that rank, right? So it's win, win, win. If you lose, you drop progress by 1. So it's a 1-1 thing, right? So Unite did it the same way. You win, you win. You get to your next rank.
Man, that's a game we haven't played in a while.
Yeah, no, probably still won't because Switch.
Oh, true.
Yeah. So I'm a fan of that one. I like.
Yeah.
You get it. You win. Cool.
I
lose.
Still kind of wish that Wild Rift's ranked was in League, but I know it wouldn't work as well.
But see, that's the thing.
Well, it might actually.
It would, right? Because, hey, you're on a win. Like, I feel like if it was that way, it would be easier. It'd be easier to balance the system, right?
What's that word?
I don't know. I was trying to say because you can, because essentially you take out the MMR aspect, right? Because you don't need that really.
Yeah, because you won't need to worry about randomized points.
You don't need randomized points because it's iron people playing iron people. You win, you lose, you win, you lose, you win, you boom, boom, boom. You're off into, you're off in bronze players.
It would definitely simplify it.
Right? But, hey, regular League now, I got 3 irons, a bronze, and a silver for some fuck reason.
Right? It's like, why are you here?
Right? Because they have, like, such a broad skills or whatever. No, just lock it to, if you are in bronze, you are only playing people who are also in bronze. Silver, only people who are in silver. And so on and so forth. And, like, if you have to make it where it's like, oh, you can't duo with people who are higher than you, then so fucking be it.
Yeah.
So be it. I'm like, I'd rather
get good.
Right? Get good, or have like that reset, like Apex, where everyone gets kicked back so that you guys are together leveling up.
Yeah, but like that's why I'm saying it's like it, especially if like your duo is around the same rank as you, then yeah, it's like if you reset like every couple ranks, then it's like you and your duo, if you are very close in progress, like you'll always be at the same place.
Right.
Because like I need to see how many ranks are there in League.
While you're thinking of that, so we have the Apex system, because I need to check out what our time is at. Okay, not too bad. Is points. You need X amount of points to get to the next rank. But the thing is that is like so I don't like the current system, but it is what it is that every rank has an entry fee. So everyone starts negative. So if you do shit,
I remember you telling me about this.
Yeah,
like that, it's just bullshit, especially for low ranked.
It's annoying. But so here's the thing, right? You get, even though it's the entry fee still gets balanced out fairly well, in my opinion, right? So like for me, I'm in gold, or I was in gold because the reset happened today. So I'm back in.
Oh yeah,
I'm back in bronze.
There's an update for it.
Yeah, the new season dropped today, and so you have. Don't quote me on these numbers, but just for example, say your entry fee for the first rank is 10, right? So you start negative 10.
Yeah.
You will get 10 points for not hot dropping. It balances out. Just don't hot drop, you get 10 points. Because the amount of people,
Apex player not the hot drop, man, that's sacrilege.
I know that's a hot take. Don't hot drop. Just drop somewhere else. Because by the time you land, all the motherfuckers that hot dropped are dead. And now you're higher in placement. You got the placement points. You're positive without doing anything, right? And now you can work towards higher placement points or getting some kills, right? Get your kill points. So I like this because as you get in the higher ranks, theoretically you get better at being able to fight. You're getting better at like picking locations that you can fight in. Like you know the map. Like for me, and Thor, we only land in like 3 locations because we're so accustomed to those locations that even if we have other people with us, 9 times out of 10 we're getting out of that. Maybe with kills. Yeah. But we know we can get in, grab some stuff, get out because we know where everything is perfectly. Like, I land, we're inside.
I think the main map I at least remember the most is Kings Canyon.
The best map ever. But...
They need to bring that back.
It's back.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. We know where Infernal's going.
Yep.
I hopefully because I got to do the copy process for mine. Like the update is already through, but I got to do the copy process. And
I need to update it, and we know
so
that takes forever.
As you get higher, the placement playstyle, if you will, is not going to get you positive points. Like in gold, it's like negative 38, right?
Oh yeah.
So placement points is not enough. You're not
even in silver.
Well, in silver, you have to make it to top 5 to break even.
Yeah.
Which again, but ideally, you've run into some people. You've fought, you've won. If you're aiming for top 5, right?
Or you're like me and just is very good at hiding.
Or you want to play hide and seek.
That's normally how I always did the low ranks in Apex. I'm like, let's see how long this takes.
And then you gotta do more fights. You gotta loot quicker. You gotta go to where the bullets are sounding. It is what it is.
Yep.
My
third party ads finest.
My current favorite is Overwatch Stadium Ranked.
Really?
You only get progress if you win. You don't go anywhere if you lose. That's it. Just
honestly,
you get your progress when you win. All right, you win X amount of times, you're in your new rank.
Right, take notes.
It's similar to the the 1-for-1 like goal, but like you don't drop in progress. At least in the ranks I'm in currently, right? I don't know if it changes when you get higher, but where I am now,
It would make sense to change it when it gets higher.
But where I am right now, it's just you win, progress. You have to win X amount of time to make up to the next rank.
Because one thought I had that Riot could do to fix PC League's rank system, bring Wild Rift's rank system up until a certain rank. So let's say, since they reset Master and up, let's say you have the Wild Rift rank system up to Master, and then after Master, that's when the MMR stuff kicks in.
I would put it in a little bit earlier, maybe like Emerald.
Put it in Emerald?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I said Master just because that's where the reset happened.
Well, right, but I'm saying like Emerald. Yeah, so like, Emerald is that weird zone because they created Emerald to try to like fix the disparity, like, but it didn't change anything.
Diamond and Master.
Yeah, Diamond and Master, right? So realistically, if you're in Emerald, you're a former possible Master rank, right? So if you've made it that far, I feel like you should be able to handle yourself, right?
Yeah, I can see that. So yeah, it's like if they have the Wild Rift system up to Emerald, and then with Emerald and up, you have the MMR system back. So like however you played throughout the games to the Emerald has determined your MMR, and good luck.
Yeah. Now again, don't come for us in the comments. We understand, everyone has their gripes about it, and ranked in and of itself is a thing.
But we'd also love to hear your thoughts on how you think
how do you think
like to fix your rank systems?
Yeah, what are your fixes for rank systems? What are your favorite rank systems? But yeah, so
what's the one you hate the most?
Which one's the one you hate the most? I hate them all.
Screw ranked.
Screw ranked, but I'm always there. I was like, but I'm always in ranked. And so we'll leave them with, it was like, well, why, Dragon? Why? I was like, because ranked is the only place that is fun with a hint of serious. Too much fuckery. So someone explained it well in like Apex, that ranked is the only place that you can play, like that a casual can play in an expected environment, right? Because realistically, you're playing with other people who are your skill level, right? And relatively probably like time, right? So like, for example, let's say they're perpetually in silver because like they only can play long enough to make it to silver, right? Because getting out of silver is not really all that hard in Apex. But they just don't have the time. So you're kind of matched with other casual players who just kind of play up to a point, and they kind of chill, right? Here's the catch-22 of like what they're saying was like casual area is terrible, because what happens when all of the high ranked players are tired of ranked and playing and being all sweaty or whatever? They take that sweatiness to casual. So now you think, hey, I'm just going to play a game. Let's go in a quick match with the friends or whatever. For fuck all reason, you see a goddamn pred trail off in your side. And you're like, how the fuck are you even in the same match as me? Because all of them have basically saturated the area. And so now casual is the new ranked environment. And it sucks.
Which unfortunately, that I think goes around season, I want to say like season 8 or 9. That's when that really became noticeable in League.
Yeah,
because when I started back in like the end of season 3, which many years ago at this point, like norms was norms. Like, I mean, yeah, you fought over what role to get, which good times.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like you're going into norms knowing that those speed fingers.
Yeah.
But it's like you're going into norms knowing it's like most people are here just to either like test stuff, stick around, or just not take it seriously. But after so many times of ranked and everyone's just like, I'm gonna make norms more serious. I'm like, can we not?
Yeah. And then now we have like the Bastard Child, which is like Swift Play, which is just terrible because it doesn't allow you to like accurately learn the game because you're starting at level 3. You're starting with a component of, you know, a bigger component or fully built boots, depending on like who you're playing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because that's how much money you have. You can get you could get like a high end, like mid-tier component, or you could just go full boots if you want. Not recommended, but you know, I mean, even then, I'd rather have because I've started playing Hecarim as my jungler because I keep getting possible chances of being thrown into jungle. Like, yes, it's a little bit easier now with the fact that if you get auto-filled, you have a little bit more of a grace period, but I still don't have a dedicated jungler that isn't overtly hated because, you know, I'm a fucking troll and my main jungler is Shaco. So...
True, forgot about that. God, because like my main junglers were Rek'Sai and Lilia.
Yeah, when she came around. Because it was Hecarim first, and then Lilia came and you're just like, ha! Hecarim as a deer.
Pretty much, yeah. Like I saw, like if I'm pissed off, I'll go Hecarim.
I haven't seen Lilia in a minute. Now that you say that.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, junglers are just.
Junglers are always.
Junglers are hard. Jungling is hard.
One reason why I prefer to be a support.
Being a support is hard because you have to babysit a fucking toddler.
Toddlers.
Yeah, but you know, it's one of those topics that we would just keep going on forever and ever. But we thank everybody for listening. We thank everybody who is supporting the channels in the various locations. I have seen a lot of people viewing my profile on TikTok, so I hope you like what's there. Whatever post that came up that you saw that made you look through more, thanks, cool, love you. All you random individuals who keep liking my cosplay comments on another fellow cosplayer doing Mystic Force Power Rangers, you're great. What does that count to now? Hold on, let me check.
2 million.
And it's not that high, but it's up there. It is at 5,293 likes. And I put that in February.
Damn.
So, shout out to all you guys, because I'm pretty sure some of the views are coming from there that they see me in that, and then, you know, like I got that's 50 views on my profile today. So,
nice.
I like you out there. Love it. Until next time, we'll see you on the back end. And we love you. And all of the things.
Yeah. See y'all next time.